In my hands, I'm holding $30,000 cash, enough to buy some really nice studio monitors. But the problem with this cash is, even though it looks like cash, it's actually not. The exchange rate on this stuff sucks. So why would I buy fake money to look successful instead of just making real money? Because if I can make you think that I'm doing well, then that can actually lead to more real opportunities for me. The picture that I'm painting here is obviously an extreme example, but this happens all the time in the producer community without you even realizing it. You've heard the phrase, fake it till you make it, but the reality is that most music producers have to continue faking it after they've made it. And it's not really their fault, they sort of have to. But what I hate about it for you is that you end up comparing yourself to that and then feel demotivated, which decreases your ability to reach milestones in your own career, all because of literally nothing. So in this video, I'm going to give you a real perspective from someone that works with both super producers and small independent producers, helping them navigate their business and career. Because I'm confident that if you actually understand why and how all this works, then you won't feel like you're behind and you can just go focus on making progress towards your goals. Had to move over to my kitchen here because I'm gonna give you the recipe. This is what I tell all of my clients, and it sounds bad at first, but it's not. I tell them that it's my job to kill your dream of being a successful music producer so that being a successful music producer can be your reality. And there are three things that I have to squash. Number one is expectations. Number two is romanticizing. And number three is self-importance. Let's start with expectations. It's extremely important that you understand this. Accolades do not equal financial and career stability unless you know how to leverage your accolades to create that for yourself. And without realizing it, you've already seen other producers out there doing this. Ivan is a buddy of mine who came up on Timbaland's team working with a legendary artist, and he has leveraged his accolades to build a personal brand with many different income streams while he continues to make records he is passionate about. It's not an either or thing, he does both. And my buddy Mark is also a multi-platinum producer who used his experience and network to launch a separate business called That Pitch, which connects music makers with sync libraries. You could probably think of many examples of other producers you've seen doing similar things. But if we all got into this just to make music, then why are they doing all of that other stuff? This is why. Generally speaking, in the music industry, status is valued way more than money. This is not shocking because most musicians say things like, I don't care about money. Well, guess what? The rest of the industry knows that, and they use it to achieve financial and career stability for themselves in exchange for giving you status. This is one of the many reasons why income generated from recorded music is at an all-time high, but people making the music are feeling more squeezed than ever. Again, if you're going to get paid in status, but don't learn how to leverage it into real money, then things are going to be rough. Because you know what sucks more than being a music producer with no stability? Being a music producer with big accolades and still no stability. I've seen it break a producer's heart and spirit. And it was all because they still had this old school expectation that once they reached a certain level, everything was going to sort itself out. It didn't. I still want you to go after those big milestones. They are definitely important for your career and amazing to achieve, but I also want your expectations to match reality. Most big producers know exactly what I'm talking about here because they've experienced this, but they aren't going to go out and share it all over social media. And I don't blame them for that. It doesn't serve their brand to air out all of their career problems in public. That's why jobs like mine exist. We have to solve this stuff behind the scenes. So the only way you're going to hear the truth is from videos like this. So please subscribe. Number two is romanticizing. Most professional music producers still over-romanticize this career path. And I hate killing the romance, but for their own good, I have to do it. Over-romanticizing can present itself in many different forms, but the most popular one is the idea that if they could just achieve this elite level ability as a music producer, then everyone in the industry will realize that they are a genius and come knocking down their door. They put 100% of their efforts into getting better at production, but ignoring everything else, thinking that talent alone will eventually ensure financial and career stability. And it usually takes producers many years to finally realize that this is a fallacy. But I completely understand this one because they look up to their heroes in the music business, and it looks like their success was based on their talents alone. They don't have to do some of the same things that modern producers have to in order to promote themselves. But again, the music industry is known for hiding a lot of things behind really big curtains. And you end up modeling 100% of your own career path based on someone else's career path that you're really only seeing like 25% of. Talent is absolutely important in this business, but you also have to know how to build a career. Let's do a quick mini lesson. There are 3 components to a producer's career. Freelance, which refers to you getting paid for your time to render a service. This is usually your right now money that keeps the bills paid, and this enables you to control your income. Then there is assets, things you create that continue to generate income for you over time, like your personal brand. Assets help you achieve stability. And then there is industry, all the opportunities that may not pay up front, but have the potential to turn into bigger paychecks and grow your reputation. Your reputation is what leads to longevity. And the magic happens when you learn the simple art of using one of these components to grow the other one. At the end of this video, I will link you to a tutorial that will show you how to do that. We've just got one more thing to cover here: self-importance. This is the one that tends to plague almost every music producer at some point, and it's one of the few times where being creative actually can work against you. I can relate to this one because it's held me back many times in my own career. It's very easy to explain. Imagine that you wake up with a really bad headache. You're in a ton of pain, and all you want is for this headache to just go away. So you have 2 options. Option 1 is you realize that a lot of people have had headaches before, so even though you're hurting, this is not a complicated problem to solve. You just take a pill that was designed to make headaches go away, and you feel better. Option 2 is, despite knowing that a lot of other people get headaches, you decide that your headache is a special headache, and those other people haven't had the same headache as you. So instead of just taking the medicine that works, you sit around for days overthinking and trying to create a complex solution to a problem that many others have already solved. And all that does is make your headache worse. Option 2 sounds insane, but it's how a lot of producers operate. And I get it. When a problem consumes your mind, it makes it seem more important than it actually is, which then makes you feel like you need a complex solution in order to solve it. But all that does is slow you down. If you're struggling to achieve financial and career stability as a music producer, then your problem is not special. It's a pretty common problem. Welcome to the club. And the faster you realize that your problem is not unique and that it's been solved many times before, then the faster you can actually get help to solve it. We call this getting out of your own way. And if you need some help with that, then quick plug, link is in the description. And now that you know how this really works, I hope that you will catch yourself next time you feel like you're behind, just because you think another producer has it all figured out. I can almost guarantee that they don't. Having everything figured out is not a requirement for making a living as a music producer. It's just about learning how to make better decisions for yourself that are rooted in reality. So make sure you watch this next tutorial that I mentioned earlier, because it will show you how to make amazing decisions that will help you build a sustainable career as a music producer. Thanks for watching.